Hi, in this lecture let us learn formula for number of encirclements. That is, this formula is given n equal to z minus p. Very important formula you need to remember, where n equal to number of clockwise rotations of counter B and z equal to number of zeros inside of the counter A, p equal to number of poles inside of the counter A. Okay, let us understand this formula. I will take one example. Suppose if I have transfer function, that is T of S. This transfer function, if you have two zeros, assume this has two zeros and three poles. Then here sigma and j omega, this is origin. So you assume that here we have a three poles and two zeros. This transfer function has like this. Okay. So now suppose they has given counter like this. So clockwise direction, this is counter A. So in this counter we have a two zeros inside of the counter A, right? So how many encirclements will come after mapping? So now I am going to map this one. This counter I am going to map by using this transfer function. Okay. So I am going to get two encirclements, right? And that too clockwise direction. 1 0 will give one counter in clockwise direction, another 0 will give another one. So two zeros will come, that is clockwise direction. So one encirclement and two encirclements. So it will end at same plot. This is counter B and this is as clockwise direction rotations. Okay, so this formula is this one only. So here n is how many encirclements in counter B. See, z equal to number of zeros inside of the counter A. So how many zeros we have? Two zeros. And p is number of poles inside of the counter A. So any poles are the inside? No, right? Minus 0. So 2. So n equal to 2 means we have a 2 clockwise rotations of counter B. We have 2 clockwise rotations in counter B. Suppose if we take example 2. Again, if you have transfer function T of S, same two zeros and three poles. Now, if you have counter like this, okay, counter A. So how many encirclements will come in counter B? After mapping, so here 1 0 will make clockwise counter B and one pole will make anti-clockwise counter B. So these two will get cancelled out and one more left, right? This will give clockwise counter B, right? So you will be having one clockwise counter B. This is, or you can go with formula, that is n equal to z minus p. How many zeros are there inside the counter A? We have 2, and how many poles we have? -1 equal to, we have 1 clockwise encirclement in counter B. If you go example 3, same I will take. Now if I have a counter like this, then this 0 will make clockwise one counter B, and this will also make clockwise. This will make anti-clockwise. So this anti-clockwise, clockwise will get cancelled out, and this anti-clockwise counter B, clockwise counter B will get cancelled out, and this is anti-clockwise counter B, right? So here we have formula n equal to z minus p, and n equal to, how many zeros we have here? 2 zeros. And how many poles we have? 3, equal to -1. So -1 represent anti-clockwise counterclockwise. So you will be having counter B, anti-clockwise counter B will be having. So counter in anti-clockwise direction, because you got -1, right? So minus n negative value indicates anti-clockwise direction. N, if you get positive value, that means clockwise direction. So this is the formula n equal to z minus p. You need to remember. Thank you.